Ashlyn and Cass are sitting outside coloring while the other kids in their class are running around playing. Justice is leaning against a tree, texting furiously. Maverick, Cohen, and Bryce walk out to the schoolyard. Maverick is carrying Bryce's books. The three advanced superhero kids walk towards the three girls.
You're sitting at our table.
Yeah, our table.
Weren't they sitting there first?
Maverick, we talked about this. Now that you're in our class, you're required to follow our lead.
Shut up, Cohen. Maverick, we talked about this. No following the losers.
Daddy always says the slower you walk, the quicker you die.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Spoken like a true villain. Ashlyn, you do realize that this isn't Villain Academy.
I'm not a villain!
Well, most kids of supervillains usually become supervillains in the end, no matter how crappy the villain is.
My daddy is the best villain ever.
Since when? I mean, when was the last time he actually beat Lightning Bolt?
Yeah, and even Lightning Bolt got so bored, she ran away.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. She's our teacher.
Cass, you weren't supposed to say anything. She was joking. Weren't you joking, Cass?
Bryce, Maverick, and Cohen start laughing hysterically. Bryce and Cohen sit next to Cass and Ashlyn, while Maverick is still standing because there is no more room to sit.
Just kidding. I was joking, really.
No, you weren't. What makes you think Miss Cambridge is a superhero?
We don't. You know, you're not supposed to give away secret identities.
My bad.
We are sitting right next to you. We can hear everything you're saying, idiots.
My legs are tired, and your books are really heavy.
You're building strength, Mav. How do you think Captain Whirlwind does it?
By lifting weights.
Can we tell them Captain Whirlwind is our new teacher, buddy?
We can still hear you.
You're lying. He can't be our substitute and your teacher, buddy.
Nope, we aren't. He's helping Miss Cambridge to help us find our powers.
What? No fair. We just get a stupid villain in our class.
She's not stupid.
Yeah, shut up, Maverick. We'll give you another math book to hold. They're probably lying anyways, to distract us from the fantasy of their normal teacher being the most well-known hero of all time.
Who ran away from success.
Like the Puerto Rico screech owl that she is.
The what?
It's an owl that's really shy and... never mind. You guys clearly don't know anything about birds.
And now we know why his superhero alias is bird-related. Anyways, the bell rings and Captain Whirlwind comes out blowing a whistle that he probably stole from Dr. Poison's gym class. Derek, Cass, Ashlyn, Calvin, and Justice get in line and start to walk into the class. Meanwhile, as the advanced students of Super Academia are out on recess, Black Panther is lounging in the classroom on Hype Messenger with her own sidekick.
I have all of the minions in place, mistress. Within the next few weeks, they shall infiltrate the area.
Wonderful. We just need to make sure that Lightning Bolt doesn't come out of retirement, if you know what I mean.
Captain Whirlwind and I have already prepared for such a thing. The only way she can come out of retirement would be in her normal appearance, but that would give away her secret identity.
That's not exactly a good thing, Red Thorn. I don't want her interfering with my plans, in or out of costume. Do I look like Dr. Poison to you?
Yes, I understand, mistress. That's why Captain Whirlwind and I have covered all the bases.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you planning on telling me anytime this century?
Oh, well, as we speak, Captain Whirlwind is making himself comfortable as Miss Cambridge's TA.
Am I missing something here? First he's my sub, then he's Miss Cambridge's TA. Is he changing careers, and how exactly does this help our cause?
I'm not sure.
What do you mean, you're not sure?
This is the part where Black Panther glares evilly at Redthorn through Hype Messenger using her handy-dandy evil intelligence phone, aka EI phone.
Well, he just said he had it handled and to trust him. I figured that's because he's now your ally that...
Red Thorn, my sweet little Red Thorn. You realize that just because he and I work together...
And are dating.
...that I don't actually trust him. He's still a hero, and a fierce one at that, you bumbling idiot. Find out what he's up to and report back to me at the end
The
of
kids come back from recess. Has it been 15 minutes already? Huh. Time sure does fly.
I'll be in touch. Find out immediately or I'll make sure you're turned into kitty litter.
The side kids, see what I did there, are sitting in their classroom with Captain Whirlwind standing off to the side while Miss Cambridge is writing on the chalkboard. The words, "Harnessing your powers," are written on the board in capital letters.
Okay, so we will continue to work on harnessing your powers.
Obviously.
For this lesson, I will refer to you guys by your hero names.
Ashlyn raises her hand.
Yes, color code.
Why? We don't even have costumes yet.
Being a hero doesn't mean you're required to have a costume. It's all about heart. You guys must remember that beneath those costumes are human beings, and if their motives are bad, then they're no better than any villain that they fight against.
Oh, I forgot how cheesy you are. See? You put the annoying one to sleep.
Whatever. Color code, let's start with you. Your power is changing things from one color to another, but you can't reverse it. So today, we are going to work on reversing the color.
Okay, I guess.
Ashlyn picks up a pen and it turns to the first color she thinks of. Pink.
Okay, great. Now, change it back.
How?
You've gotta be kidding me.
Trev. Captain Whirlwind, your comments aren't helping. Color code, how did you change the pen pink?
I thought of the color and then I changed it, like it usually does.
Okay, now think of the color it was before.
Okay, it was a black pen, right? No, wait, or was it blue? Red? Crap, purple? Green? This isn't working, Miss Cambridge. Captain Whirlwind, help me,
While
please.
naming and most likely thinking of these colors along with other ones, the pen becomes a rainbow of an odd mismatch array of colors. Ashlyn drops the pen on the floor. Miss Cambridge smacks Captain Whirlwind on the arm.
What? It was funny. Come on, am I not allowed to laugh?
And now she's glaring at him with a look that could strike fear into any villain. Or ex-fiancé.
Fine, listen, color crayon.
Color code? It's color.
That's what I said. Look, you have to focus on one color. Otherwise, you lose control of your powers. Try again.
Ashlyn picks up the pen and closes her eyes while she thinks of a color. It turns white.
A white out pen?
I couldn't remember what the color of the pen originally was, so I thought of nothing, and it turned white. I mean, at least it's not pink anymore.
Yay, you did it! Plunger, your turn.
What kind of name is that? Please tell me his alter ego is still under control.
The plunger is holding out his hand in a choking manner in the direction of Captain Whirlwind. Huh, well, what do you know? The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Derek, you can't kill off Captain Whirlwind. He can't apologize if he's dead.
A little help here.
If you don't release him, I'll have to send you to the principal's office for the rest of the day.
Miss Cambridge, Captain Whirlwind is turning blue. My calculations say that he'll go unconscious in the next 5 minutes unless...
Captain Whirlwind weakly lifts his hand and forms a small windstorm that knocks Derek off balance, causing him to release his telepathic hold on Captain Whirlwind.
That kid is crazy.
Derek, you're going to have to go to the principal's office for attempting to kill my TA.
Derek walks out of the class into the principal's office.
All right, Ponytail, you're next.
I grew my hair out 4 weeks ago, so I can probably do it again now.
Okay, great. Let's start with that.
Ponytail closes her eyes tightly and makes a grunting sound. Her hair grows out an inch.
Great, now grow it out a bit more.
Ponytail just stares at her.
I can't do that. I can only grow an inch every month.
Just try, it won't kill you.
Oh, but you didn't hear her. She can only grow an inch every month. You don't want to push the girl. It's not like, I don't know, she's training to be a superhero or anything.
Ignore him. This is about pushing your limits to see what you can become. Maverick transferred classes because he pushed himself and...
Nearly burned the Birdman into fried chicken.
Ooh, that was good.
I try.
Yes, and well, if you guys want to move on to the next class, you have to push yourselves too. I mean, don't get me wrong, you guys are great, but you can't stay stuck in Sidekick Land forever. Ponytail, Cass, I'm not going to push you today, but you will need to start coming out of your shell, and soon, okay?
Okay, Miss Cambridge. Thank you.
All right, Let's go with Justice.
You, nerd boy, what's your power?
I can count things accurately.
How do you expect that will help you out in the field?
I survived almost a whole game of dodgeball. I think my powers are pretty reliable.
No, you forfeit your place in the game, even though no one even threw you the ball.
My calculations made that game even.
If that's what helps you sleep at night.
No, I'm serious. How is counting things accurately going to get you anywhere? You're a genius. Congratulations. But what are your powers?
Well, my deduction of...
While you're trying to figure out a logical explanation as to how Dr. Poison concocted a lethal poison that reaches all of Normal City, he'll have you tied up within a matter of seconds, which is sad, because Dr. Poison is one of the worst villains to ever have existed.
Hey, that's my dad you're talking about.
But while being locked up, I'll have figured out within the same amount of time how he locked me up and how to break free. I'll pretend to be this helpless hero who can't do a thing to save himself, except for mathematical equations. Allow Dr. Poison, or whomever has tied me up, to tell me his plan, why he's doing it, and what I could have possibly done to save the day. But I can't, because I'm just a measly genius.
Wow.
And then, as soon as he leaves the room, I'll do exactly as he directed me to do, which would, if you were going by your example, be to find the cure, which is a blue...
Pink. I tell Daddy to use the color pink for cures because no one would ever think to check that solution.
And distribute it throughout the whole city. That will have taken me about half an hour to 45 minutes at most, if I use the Taekwondo my mom made me take when I was 5.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Show off. Note to self, next time Dr. Poison attempts to poison the city, find the pink solution.
Oops. Just don't tell Daddy I told you, okay?
All right, Justice, what's your power? I don't think you ever told us.
My powers? Oh, yeah. Mine haven't developed yet. I don't know what they are, but, that's fine, because, I keep trying to tell everyone, I'm not supposed to be here.
Well, aren't you a bottle of cheer?
Oh, we go through this with her every week. She tells us she doesn't belong, and yet we've gotten no word from any other school. All right, class, that's it for today. Next week, we'll work on using our powers against moving objects.
Welcome to another super historical fact. Bryce Jenkins, or Colonel Cold, is a 14-year-old boy who is still trying to find his voice. No, really, have you heard it? He is the son of Adelaide and Jason Jenkins, or the Hype and Iceman. They are the more mediocre of heroes, but Bryce always tries to live up to their name. Not wanting to fail them was what brought him to superhero academia. He's been best friends with Cohen since they both started this school. While he was slightly skeptical at first of having Black Panther as his teacher for the advanced studies of heroes, he now trusts her with his life. Terrible mistake, but what can you do? Well, that's all for now. Until next time, have a super day.